It is okay if you want to cry. It is okay if you want to be sad. It is okay if you feel like screaming. It is okay if you don't feel like yourself. It's fine. Don't beat yourself up for that. If you feel like not like yourself, if you feel like things are confusing right now, if you feel unmotivated, if you feel sad, if you feel like staying in bed all day long, then do it. Do it. Tell yourself, I'm gonna stay in bed. I don't feel like doing anything. I don't feel like getting up. I don't feel like talking to anyone. I feel like I need my space. Then do it. Don't think the fact that you feel like this is unnormal. It is pretty normal. And it should be okay doing that. It should be okay taking time off, recharging your battery, resetting. It's fine. You don't have to constantly be on social media if you don't feel like it. Let it go. You don't have to be replying to your friends and texting everyone and feeling like you need to do things, because if you don't reply to them, if you don't send or call, or if you don't do certain things, then you're a bad person or you're not a good friend. It's okay to have time for yourself. It is okay to disconnect for a while. It's okay to disconnect from certain people so that you can connect with yourself. It's totally okay. Again, be gentle to yourself. Don't beat yourself up for that. If you feel motivated, that's alright. It's okay. It's temporary. If you feel sad, that's okay too. Don't beat yourself up. It's okay to tell people, hey, I'm not feeling it right now. I think I need some time for myself. Hey, I'm gonna be isolating myself for a couple days, and that is not because I hate you guys, but I just need some more time to tap in, to check in with myself, to sort of understand what's happening. You can do that too. Or if you prefer, call somebody, tell them how you're feeling. Don't leave nothing behind, just say it all. I feel sad, I feel confused, I feel lost, I'm motivated, I haven't done this, I haven't showered, I haven't eaten anything, I've been in bed all day long, scrolling on TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, whatever. Just tell them what's in your chest, what's in your heart, what's in your mind. Let them know. Tell them you feel like crap, you feel like shit. You feel like your life is not worth it, your life is this. Tell them how you feel. Just tell them. If you haven't got anyone to say that to, that's okay. You can journal. Start writing. If you don't like that, get your phone and record a voice memo. If you don't feel like doing that either, just say out loud, scream your lungs out, saying out loud. Say, why me? Why is this happening? Shout, scream. In a sense, you'll probably be praying if you keep on doing that. And you'll be like, God, why me? Just do whatever it is that you feel like it. If you like, like if you feel like agitated and you feel like you got this energy in you, go for a run, go for a walk, pray, meditate, shout, scream, be angry at you, at the world, your family, friends. Do that. Just understand, when you do it, be aware of what you're doing and ask yourself, do these people deserve to be shouted at? My point is simple. Do what you want to do, but be aware of the consequences. Because sometimes it's how we feel better. By screaming, shouting, punching things. Call to the gym, call to the place where you can punch the air, the trees, I don't know. Just do whatever it is that your body's, like your brain is craving. Just remember the consequences though. And that's not to say you can just go and do some evil stuff, like killing somebody, for example, or just punching a random person in the street. I'm sure I'm sure you're a logical person. I'm sure you understand the consequences of that anyways. And I'm not encouraging you to do that either anyways. But I'm saying, listen to your body. Sometimes your body just wanna scream and shout, let things out. And there's many ways of releasing that, to be honest. But just do it. Cry really hard. Go to your family, go to your friends, just cry at them, just say you can't take this no more. Life is bringing you down. Just admit it. Like you're going through hell. Work is not working well. Relationships are collapsing. You don't feel like yourself. The world is chaos. It's just do it. Admit that. Just be normal. We go through phases, and the funny thing is, not everyone talks about it. Not everyone talks about it. Because some people are really good at dealing with that themselves. Some people do it and they just don't tell you. And so when it comes to time for things like where you need to let things out, where you're confused, you're lost, you're motivated, nothing's making sense, the world is all against you, nothing's going your way, it actually happens to a lot of people, more often than we think of. But then again, like, who goes around telling people like, oh, this is what happened, this is what... Like, no one does that, you know what I mean? But I'm encouraging you to do whatever it is that your body is or your mind is telling you to do. Again, this is to say within a structure, within the spectrum, of course. I'm not saying to go and do some crazy thing if you feel like suicidal, for example. I'm not saying you should do that. I'm not encouraging you to do that either. I'm saying, like, if you feel like you need to cry, just cry. If you feel like, things are not going well and you feel really sad, be sad, If you feel like there's no one to talk to, hey, reach out to me, I'm right here. Send me an email, write everything, every single detail, just text and type as much as you can. Send a voice note to me, share. It's important to share with people like how you feel. But oftentimes our body, we just feel like shit, man. That's it. We just feel like shit. You get up one day, it's like, excuse me. You get up one day, it's like, what the hell? Where's my motivation? Where's my energy at? You be wondering like, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Why do I feel this way? I don't know why I feel this way today, God. Why me? Why now? Things were going well. Why do I feel like crap now? And sometimes that's okay, because our emotions is never stable, right? It's always a roller coaster. There's always ups and down, and we always go through the highs and lows just because it's the way life is. And because if you go through a lot of high in your life, it's gonna come to a time where you're gonna cut low, you're gonna crash, right? Because it makes no sense to just be this. But then again, the important thing is, it's going through this cycle where you go a lot bad, and then back again, a lot bad, because that's normal. But when you go deep down, like when you're feeling depressed, and especially if you have been clinically diagnosed with depression, for example, that's a bit more deeper than like what we're talking about here. That's why you really need to seek for clinical help, really, medical help and professional help. That's why you need to do that. But what I'm talking about here is the surface of things, the easier things that we know of, like when you're feeling not like yourself, when you feel like, just feel like you feel crap, you feel uneasy, you feel a bit confused, you feel like the world is against you. Those time, oftentimes, what really works is doing things like prayer. Just pray. Say, God, listen, I'm going through this. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what your plan is. Why am I going through this? Be angry at God if you need to be. God, why me right now? I was doing so well. Why is this happening? And I tell you what, the answer will become apparent at some point. You will realize why you were going through that. And that could be for various reasons. Maybe God is preparing you for something bigger than what you were doing. Oftentimes we don't look that way because we just think, oh, not again, this is happening again, now there's another problem. It is really hard, and it's easy to blame others, of course. But yeah, pray. Praying basically is just it's having a conversation, right, with Almighty Father, Almighty God. It's literally that. It's just saying, God, this is how I'm feeling. I feel like you betrayed me. You told me you're going to be doing this. Why am I going through this now again? You said I'll be more stable. Why do you do that again? Just speak. Speak your facts. Speak how you feel. And God is more than happy to listen to you anyways. So do that. Meditate. Spend some time meditating, man. It's very simple. It's a very simple tip, I should say. But it takes practice, though. Sitting in silence or a guided meditation, as I would suggest. Guided meditation. Go for that, learn and listen, tap into your soul, your spirit, your heart, your mind, your inner peace. Tap into that, because oftentimes when we feel some type of way, it's so easy to say, hey, this is it, man, my life is over, I don't feel this way because it's been a couple of days. Man, look, you will go through a lot in life, man, and I'm speaking from experience. And then you look back and you're like, I'm so glad that happened, actually. Because half the thing that happened in our life is actually happening, some of them are actually mainly for our benefit, and some are for the benefit of others, but which help us in making sense of the outside world oftentimes. So yeah, do that. Feeling however you're feeling right now, go for a walk, go for a run, scream, shout, cry, and say, I'm sad. Call your friend and say, hey, listen, I don't know what's happening. I'm going through this. I feel confused. I feel lost. My brain is not working. My heart feels hurt. Whatever it is that you're going through, just remember it's temporary. Everything is temporary. Like, what's happening? Why is my life like this? God doesn't want me to live this life anymore. It's so easy for ourselves to just get so caught up in the outside world. Whereas a lot of the problems that we're going through, it could be a trigger of things from the outside world, and not just that, it could also be a trigger from the environment we may be in. You should definitely think about that, like, where am I right now? I need some space. This environment is not good for me. Every time this happens, I get triggered and I feel this way. Next time I know, I'm feeling depressed again, anxious again, I'm sad, I'm feeling low. A lot of stuff has to do with your environment, even your work. Sometimes, people work in a toxic place or whatever. But then again, it's about being aware. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to go ahead and make the change straight away. Sometimes just being aware of the circumstances and knowing, like, all right, I see. That's why that's why I got triggered, because of that conversation at work, or with my spouse or partner, with my friend. I went to this place and then the energy there was off, and then I got triggered. Just being aware of that is a big flex. And then once you're aware of that, then you can start making the right choices. You start saying, actually, I won't go to the place. Actually, I won't have this conversation. Actually, I'd rather not be in this environment. Remove yourself from the situation. Actually, that friend of mine, I thought it was this, but let me call that person off. By calling them off doesn't mean you hate them. It just means, like, this person is not adding nothing to my life. This is actually deteriorating me. It's making my life more difficult. They're taking the piss. You gotta visualize that. It's not to say that you can't speak to them again. It's just know that your boundaries are in place when it comes to a topic with your friends, even this friend that you used to hang out with or used to be your best friend. There's boundaries, there's sets, because you know things that could potentially hurt you. So you tell them, you make it clear, this is how it's gonna be. I love you, but you can be very this sometimes. So I would encourage you to take some time to work on that aspect, because there's so much I can do about it, because people don't change until they're ready. Yes. Yeah, just life. Just remember, everything is temporary. You know, everything. Just be nice, be kind to yourself, and everything will work out fine. Be really nice to yourself because you deserve more. Be kind to yourself because you are a special person. Be kind to yourself because God has put you here for a reason, even though that might be obvious right now. But just remember that your life is not just here to be doing nonsense. That's all. Like you got more in you, but you have to tap into ourselves. We have to tap in our inner ability to do certain things. We have to be more conscious of that. And the only problem is that doesn't happen overnight. It takes practice, it takes time for you to be able to sit down and just express yourself. Sit down and see how you're feeling. Check in with yourself. To sit down in silence and do nothing. To go on a walk with no phone, no headphone, nothing. Just you and your walk. When you walk, you can hear the surrounding around you, the roads, and the cars, I should say, the noise, your footsteps. Like you can hear your footsteps. You can hear every little thing. You can hear the birds singing. That's what you should be doing. Go into the nature. Nature is the best place to be at the moment. With a society where we are now, lots of nonsense happening all around the world, it's so easy for you to be so caught up and always trying to keep up with what's happening in the world. Sometimes you need to give yourself some time, because it's all about balance. Go and see in nature. Leave your phone and everything at home. Go to the nearest park near yours. Sit down and just watch people. Or just listen to the sound, the birds. Just sit still. Don't think, don't say nothing. Even if the thoughts will come, of course, there will come a lot of thoughts in your head. Let them be. Just focus on the sound, for example, on the place, on the environment you might be at. Do that. Do that, and you might be wondering like, what happens next? You will find out. Just do it. But anyways, take care of yourself, guys. Just remember, like, everything is temporary. Really is. Feeling sent up away, going through a heartbreak, jobs, nonsense are happening across the world. Just remember, it's all temporary. Things will get better and you'll be better. But anyways, I'll see you soon. Bye.